Hey everybody, it's Wolvash. Welcome back to Witcher 2. Alright, we're here at the scene post-dragon attack. Things went sideways, to say the least, and now we're off to find Letho. Trish said we would meet him in a camp, and that's all we know. We know that, and that something is growling out here. What is that? What the frick is that? Dog, get out of here. Things could go really bad. Let's go ahead and meditate while we have the chance. It's not often I get to see the bad thing coming before it comes. Is 35 the max? Have I maxed out my levels? I think I have. Because it was 35 last time I saw. I could be wrong. We'll take a look and we'll see. 3,400 out of 3,500. No, we just haven't earned any experience yet? Well, that seems unlikely. Let us throw a little Falca's blood on there. Silver sword, if you don't mind. And then let's do what it wouldn't let us do last time and save, so we don't have to repeat that process if this thing stomps our faces off. Oh, look who it is.
I think he's coming too.
Oh, bollocks. The whoreson's in agony. Won't be long now.
Look at that. The cleverest of elven bandits, beaten burnt like ordinary scum.
This is the handiwork of some mage. I'd wager my wife on it.
I'll take that wager. That trinket. You know they'll ask what he had on him.
And you'll not peep a word. Understand?
Hey you, piss off. We've got a dangerous prisoner here.
Yeah, he's my friend. How'd you capture him?
A prisoner? Did you capture him?
None of your concern. Buzz off, freak.
Why do people always pick a fight with the Witcher?
What happened to Roach?
Yes, Radovid tried to buy him off. I'm sure you can guess Roach turned him down.
Some things will never change.
Temeria might not be on the map of the North much longer, but as long as men like Roach are around, there's hope for its rebirth.
Don't pin that mess on me.
I don't intend to. You asked.
Hey.
Piss off, I said!
I'm warning you for the last time.
Okay, so they're literally... I can't do anything about that?
I smell a Temerian.
P505, I smell a Temerian. Mushrooms. There's always time for mushrooms, right? Alright, where am I going now? Down the hill? This all seems bad. I don't like where any of this is going. Oh, it's not going there, apparently. Could I get through here, or was this blocked off? This is blocked off. Maybe through here? No, that's stupid. It's a good thing I took all those potions. Locked.
Salutations.
Salutations to you too, as well. Okay. Triss, I don't know what to do. This is all magic. What's going on? Is this open? Oh, it is. Okay. Triss, I know what to do now. They're very efficient with their body stacking.
This is no place for witches. Though I know you, and you appear wherever something important happens.
True, though sometimes by accident.
And this time, also a coincidence?
Let's say I have something to take care of.
In that case, hurry. Once we're done cleaning up this mess created by the royal soldiery, Loch Muin will be magically sealed.
Getting out of here?
Temporarily. We shall return soon enough to rebuild the city. Loch Muin will regain its former glory. Until that time, we need to keep the treasure hunters and troublemakers out.
So Radovid trusts you?
We shall win His Royal Majesty's trust by delivering Sheila de Tansarville and the other traitresses from the lodge.
That could take a while. Sheila's fled Loch Muin via megascope.
We have time. She cannot hide forever. Sooner or later, she will be ours. Forgive me, I must attend to some matters. And don't dawdle. The city will be sealed in 1 hour.
Besides, we're working on an ultra scope. That's where it wants me to go, so let's take a peek real quick. Alright, peeked. That's where we go. Oh boy. Here we go. He's gonna kick my butt. I can feel it.
There he is.
Wait for me.
Geralt.
This is Witcher's business.
This is between me and him.
You don't have to.
I do. He knows how I lost my memory. Wait for me at the city gate. If I'm not there within the hour, leave without me.
Oh, and I didn't. Oh, it's gonna let me. Okay, alchemy. Let's build some bombs and junk, shall we? Because I don't have a ton of other options. Oh, all I can build is this? Yeah, I guess that's what we're building. Alright. Okay, should I build anything else? Samum? Maybe? I don't know. Probably not. I doubt he's going to stun that well. Let's put that on. Let's see. Oh, I still have some of the Dragon's Dream, or whatever it's called. Grape shot, thank you. And that's all. I want to walk up here dramatic. All dramatic like. What's he holding? Is that Triss's? Oh, that's Sheila's diamond. That's a big diamond, dude, because that's a big
Took
dude.
you a while? Is that bauble from Sheila's megascope?
Mm-hmm. My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea what the Royal Witch Hunters have in store for her. A lot of pain for a long time.
I don't doubt it. So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first... vodka?
Not me.
I only drink with friends.
What about old acquaintances? Eh?
I just told you, only with friends. You have, like, some serious skin issues going on here. You might want to get some lotion or something.
Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
Uh-oh, flashback.
The winter solstice 1270. Middenvern, the night of magic.
There's the Wild Hunt.
Letho wasn't lying. The hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every Witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our Witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
So that's how we ended up in the hunt, huh?
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I chased you for a lot of reasons.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
Let's say I do.
What was this all about? What was the aim?
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the north. Soften it before the invasion. And you know what's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another. Pursue their God-given rights. Seek vengeance and be at each other's throats for years to come. The north resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
What does that mean exactly? I need to know the whole picture. No. I want to. I didn't know that would do a thing. Okay, let's do that again. Ba 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 ba. Curious about the assassinations. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is gonna go. How'd you find Sheila?
How did you manage to contact Sheila?
It wasn't a problem once I learned of the Lodge's existence. Initially, she watched my every move. But sooner or later, everyone starts treating me like a big oaf. I mean, I can't change how I look. I stayed close to Sheila, killed a few beasts for her, and whined about how unhappy I was, how unfair the world was. So much, in fact, that I actually got her gander up a few times. I made sure a few potentially trustworthy witnesses saw us together, could link us. Security in case I was captured. I also prepared to assassinate the King of Kavir. Esterad Tyson was to be the first victim of the mysterious assassins. But before I could do the dirty deed, Sheila asked me to slay Demavend. The gods had smiled upon me. I couldn't believe my luck. Here I've been trying to figure out how to frame Sheila, and now all I needed was to carry out her orders and follow through.
How did you learn about the Lodge?
Where'd you get your information about the Lodge?
From the Emperor and Vatir de Rideau, the Emperor's chief spy. And I believe they got it out of Yennefer.
She recovered her memory?
Nah. I'd never claimed she informed on her friends consciously. I expect they found a way to tap into her memory in spite of her amnesia, and without her knowing it. There was a sorcerer present when I was questioned. A young, proud intelligence officer. Whatever the case, they gave me a list of the sorceresses in the Lodge.
Sorceresses.
Only Emir, Vatir, and I were present. Only we knew of the mission.
How did you kill Demavend? Oh, it was really cool. You should have been there.
How do you manage to slay Demavend?
Sheila's magic. I mean, she could give us the king's every move. His habits, the positions of the palace guards, anything. All we had to do was navigate the labyrinth and land the final blow. Besides, she had plenty of gold for the preparations. Greased palms abundantly. It had all the makings of a cakewalk. But it's never that easy. We barely avoided our pursuers. And we wouldn't have if not for Yorveth Scoia'tael, another of Sheila's ideas. With Yorveth's elves, not only did we cut down Demavend, but traveling with them put us out of the Lodge's reach. We could calmly plan Foltest's and Henselt's assassinations.
How did you know Foltest would get to the Solar?
How did you know Foltest would come to the monastery's Solar?
Yorveth and I planned Foltest's murder. The King of Temeria would have to deal with the Lavalette sooner or later, and he made no secret of it. I was sure he'd want to recover his bastard children in the process. And where do they take the children when a castle's under siege? I had to become a monk, but I couldn't just arrive at the monastery and claim I'd seen the light. Not very believable. So one of Arian's patrols out in the forests happened on a Scoia'tael unit torturing a helpless monk. Arian's brave men drove off the elves and I found shelter in the monastery.
No one noticed you had no wounds?
I paid the monk who treated me a lot of orange to stay silent. Actually, it was only a loan, because I killed him later. Only the dead can keep a secret. Then all I had to do was wait for the situation to develop. When I saw you enter the chamber with Foltest, I thought I might fail. Luckily, you failed. To recognize an old friend.
You wanted to take over Yorveth's unit. What was the idea there?
When did you decide to get rid of Yorveth?
As soon as I realized I couldn't manipulate him. A true fox, that one. He was so observant, so dangerous. I got the sense he might see through me at any moment.
You made a mistake. You were untouchable as long as the Scoia'tael were protecting you.
Maybe, but with Yorveth, my hands were tied. If I'd finished off Kieran...
But you didn't. And that allowed me to drive a wedge between you and Yorveth. I forced you to flee.
And I let you live. You know I could have killed you. You're forgetting.
No, I remember.
Well, Sheila came to Flotsam looking for you.
So Sheila was looking for you when she came to Flotsam.
Mm-hmm. She thought she was still in control and wanted to get rid of me. I'd bet my eyes that she thought I'd lost my mind, or that Yorveth was manipulating me.
And the North descended deeper into chaos.
Exactly. There was just one problem. You. I could have killed you in the Elven ruins. Thing is, you weren't really my enemy.
You failed to slay Henselt.
You screwed up with Henselt.
Sabrina's curse tore that down. First off, we got holed up in that hideout in the ravines. Then Sheila showed up and started watching Henselt like he was her own ass. By that time, his death was no longer necessary. Fate had smiled upon us again. I learned of the summit and the efforts to reconstitute the council and conclave. The ideal setting for the mission's grand finale.
Tell me about Yennefer and the Wild Hunt. What do you remember? Oh, we're going all the way back, huh? Alright, that's fine. We're going to go up from the bottom. Yennefer's the most important thing in here, so we're going to go for that. Why did you wait for me?
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore. Fact is, only you know the truth about me. Well, and a couple of folks whose word isn't worth spitting anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way. But if I have to fight you first, so be it. This story ends here and now.
Why did you become an Imperial spy?
How did a Witcher agree to kill humans at another human's bidding?
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no ordinary human. The rulers of the North come up to about where his Pauline's end.
Why?
What?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper, the Witcher's order where I came to be. Witcher's schools in the south fell into ruin long ago, and Witchers themselves became internal exiles, banned from entering most cities. Besides Seret and Ox, I know of 2 other Witchers of the School of the Viper who should be alive and on the path. I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them for years. Now they can come out of hiding. They can come home.
Do you know who the riders are?
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every Witcher who wears the Viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the spectral riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the riders?
From what I understand, they're some damn elven race. But they turned out to be a big ruse. The legendary omen of war proved to be a fairground attraction.
No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia. No, there's something more, I assure you.
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hanged Man's Tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the ordinary kind we deal with in this world?
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres. Know the theory? Do you know how monsters appeared in our world?
There's not a Witcher who doesn't know that.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations. They come in person on special missions.
As they did for you and Yennefer. So, elves from another world and their trained wraiths. What did they want from you?
I've got an idea, but that's not your concern.
Alright, tell me about Yennefer. What's going on with her?
Tell me about Yennefer. What happened after I departed?
She was feverish for several days, delirious, in agony. We thought that was it. She was on her way out. Somehow she recovered. But even then she was disoriented. Amnesia like you.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums, trying to seduce orcs, trying to drive a wedge between us.
That sounds like Yennefer.
After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. The whims and vigor of a duchess, but she was just a sorceress with no memory. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in the middle of Victory Square.
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we pulled her out. And then one day they captured us. The Imperial Secret Police. Me, Ox, Seret, and Yennefer.
Imperial Secret Police?
We were separated, and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly, but it was uneventful. No violence. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau. And a couple of weeks later, the Emperor himself. Me. A simple witcher.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the northern kingdoms. As for Yennefer, I had the feeling she was somehow important to Ymir. As I see it, they learned of the Lodge from her. Those Imperial spooks have their ways. All I heard is that Vatir had his men watch Yennefer closely throughout the time she was at the palace. Then we went off to slay the kings of the north. That's where my knowledge ends.
So she's in the Empire.
She was when I left.
Alright. Well, I don't think you can tell me anything else, so I guess we gotta finish this.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Want to fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here.
Oh, we're friends now because we talked for half an hour?
The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay, so... What do I do? We have saved his life. He did keep Yennefer from being, you know, just left to die. He started a war, but he kind of did that with some prodding as well, so he's not, like, solely to blame. Sheila got away. Philippa got away. I don't know what to do. Okay, here's how I'll make my decision. It's been a long time, but I'm pretty sure I fought him the first time I played this. So I'm gonna not fight him this time and see what happens. I don't remember what happened when I fought him, but I more than likely would have fought him by the end of this. So let's say go far away and see what happens.
I've learned all I wanted to know. I can feel the memories coming back. Your death won't change a thing. Go where you will.
Just like that. No threats. No words of wisdom.
You going or not?
Farewell, Geralt.
What was that? That was a weird little hand gesture, Geralt. It looked like you were going. I'm going. Don't fight me. We let him go. Is this gonna bite me in the butt? Is this gonna bite me? Oh, this wheel that we were looking at forever ago. My mother was a ladybug. Okay. Was that symbolism, how I let him free? Who are we gonna deal with now? Letho was kind of the ultimate guy that could stand up to us. We've already fought a dragon. Who's left on our list? Or are we just leaving?
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. Along the way, he had met both the righteous and scoundrels, Bernard Laredo amongst the latter. Laredo sold Flotsam to Kedwin and scattered the local non-humans to the four winds. Flotsam became a military base. Its civilian population was resettled.
Oh, resettled, huh? Is that what that was a picture of?
In Edirn, the Witcher witnessed Saskia the Dragonslayer achieve a great victory. The Pontar Valley, previously Upper Edirn, became a promised land for outcasts who dared dream of freedom. Even sly old Zoltan Chive came to believe in this land of bliss. Yet dark times approached for the architects of the New Order.
Of course. The Witcher, there's...
Dark clouds have been gathering over Temeria
Exactly.
since Foltest's death. Stripped of its king, the land was like a rich cloth which
Split
nobles
in
began
two,
to
huh?
shred. These minor scavengers, however, scurried off in fear when true predators reached out for their prize. The summit at Loch Muin sealed the fate of Foltest's realm, when Radovid of Redania and Henselt of Kedwin divided it between them.
Well, somebody got along at least.
Years before, Geralt of Rivia had witnessed the fall of the Council and Conclave of Mages. The summit in Loch Muin re-established both bodies, their founders sacrificing Sheila de Tanzerville and her accomplices. Yet Radovid also required humility and loyalty from the proud mages, but this did not sit well with all of them. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in the laps of the muses. Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
Well, that was all dark. View the credits to see the game ending. Okay, so sit my happy little controller down and don't touch a thing. That's fine. We always watch the credits anyway, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay. So, I have to give it some kind of review even though I already liked the game. I still say surprisingly holds up really well considering I think it's got to be something like 15 years old. Like, it still looks really good. It plays pretty well. Like, I remember the combat being supposed to be really rough, but once you get the feel of it, it's not that bad. It's a little bit more strict than Witcher 3, but not to an insane degree. Oh, that was vicious. I would say that the one thing, the complaint about that would be, I said it while I was playing, is the combat sometimes has literal... Oh. Did Roach kill a king? Did he kill... Interesting. It could have no weight to it. Like, you're getting hit, but you don't feel it. There's no sound design or no, like, vibration feedback or just kind of that fake tactile feel of when hits connect in a game. Like, the dragon fight at the end where he chomped, or she chomped me 3 feet from behind. I didn't feel anything. Didn't even feel like I made contact, but died. So like that part's not great, but overall, moment-to-moment combat is fine. It works really well. I think it's hardest on the bosses. Storytelling, fantastic. Set up perfectly what they did in Witcher 3, where side quests have meaning and depth, and everything you do really has a purpose, which is fantastic. It's not a lot of chasing fetch quests for the most part. I like how you could completely ignore some things and it's totally fine. Like the dice minigame and all that stuff. If you don't want to do that, it's not like they tied anything really tremendous behind it, at least as far as I know. I also like some of the like accessibility things they did. Oh, it just got real calm for a second. Especially the one that helped us out of that glitch early on in the game where we could turn off the QuickTime events because that one wasn't working. So that's kind of a nice thing too, because they really kind of stand out in The Witcher because they don't show up a lot, so they can catch you off guard. I almost lost the dragon fight because I looked away for a minute and didn't see the one when I was standing on the tower. So I like that, but that's kind of, I think that's unique to this Ultimate Edition on the PC. But if you're going to play it nowadays, this is the best way to play it. You're not going to go buy an old Xbox 360 just to play this game. I think the voice acting was still top notch. I think the storytelling was still top notch. I feel like I really wish I remembered my first playthrough better, so I could remember the differences more concretely between the Roach path and the Yorveth path, because I'm not sure where they diverged and where they came back together. Because like I sided with Yorveth, and Yorveth just ended up on a freaking deathbed in the city, being raided by Kedwini's soldiers, or not even that, just by townsmen. So that was weird that we didn't get any resolution with him yet. They say an ending's coming after this. But yeah, I mean, I just couldn't recommend the game more. Especially if you want to have a complete experience between this and Witcher 3. And obviously, for anybody that follows this stuff, you know that Witcher 1 is getting remade using the technology for Witcher 3. Super psyched about that. Because Witcher 1 is not a game I could get into. If you want to see it, check out Christopher Odd on YouTube and watch his playthrough. He does a great job with stuff, and it's probably more fun to watch than it is to play. I just didn't dig it. But it's still cool Witcher content. Yeah, guys, you just can't go wrong with this series right now. Let's just cross our fingers. We don't have a Cyberpunk 2077 fiasco with the Witcher 1 remake, and we'll have probably one of the fantastic standout games of that year when it comes out. I think we will leave it at that. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this at all, consider subscribing to the channel. Look around, see what I've got. Maybe there's something else that strikes your interest. You know, I don't do that often. I do it maybe at the beginning of a series and at the end of a series, so you won't get pestered by that a whole heck of a lot. Yeah. As always, I appreciate your time. Any time that you take to watch this stuff means a lot to me, and I will see you on the next series, which I have no idea what it is right now. I'll figure it out when the credits are done and we see the ending. I'll think about it. What's going on? Alright, well, I'll go ahead and shut up for a little bit, let these credits roll, and I'll come back when the ending starts in case there's anything we need to discuss post-credits. Alright, talk to you later, guys. Oh, Mr. Bunny. Mr. Bunny knows it's time to go. And here comes just a guy doing some work. Nothing special so far. That rabbit's looking... Oh, never mind. I thought the rabbit was looking sinister, but... Turned out the hunter, the peasant, was sinister. Dude, what is happening here? This isn't the Wild Hunt. No, this can't be the Wild Hunt. That's very normal looking guys. What is going on here? What is this just random dude? Oh, this is just showing Nilfgaard bringing in their conquering army. And it's sweeping through and undoing everything that happened on that map. Yeah. Yeah, that jives. That jives with part 3. When Nilfgaard's running everything. The world as we know it nears its end, yet the past remains the key to the future.